disappeared again. So I still loving you right here, babe.
We just had to leave that guitar little solo come out at the end to kind of like just hone us in on this beautiful beginning. But yeah, that was the incredible Mopher with A Little Hope, and he is now joining me on the Juice Presents Artist Ascending. Hi!
Hey, Karina.
It's so nice to have you back.
Thank you so much. It's really nice to be here.
Yeah, man.
It's a lovely way to start a morning.
I know.
I really enjoyed the show before. That was fucking jokes.
That was hilarious.
Really yeah. That was excellent.
But now you get to do, like, I know, like I said in the preview, we spoke about your collaborative project with Soul Paradise, but now we get to speak about your new project.
I know. It's all about me.
you.
It's all about me. Valentine's Day is about me. One person.
And you said you wanted to do like a lovey-dovey theme.
No, yeah.
So
Absolutely.
here we are.
No, yeah, definitely a theme of love, I
Yeah.
think. But yeah, no, Beehive was cool. And yeah, it's nice to actually have some... I haven't released anything on my own for so long. It's been like 3 years or something like that.
It's a long hiatus.
It's a long hiatus.
But we're here for it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but I'm trying to do a release like every 6 weeks this year. So that's
Oh my God.
That's the...
Is this a goal of ours then?
Yeah, definitely. Because I do
Okay.
so much. It's like, I just want to... I feel like that's a genuine kind of way to do it. And also, like, I want to be able to release fully formed projects like every 6 weeks. Like, all the art, all the music.
I get you.
Cool. Yeah.
I love that. Well, let's get straight in because I want to know more. So tell us about... your recent release, A Little Hope. Like, what was your inspiration behind it? What was kind of the message, the emotion? I know it kind of speaks louder than words because the title itself is very self-explanatory. But at the same time, it's always amazing to find out what you wanted to like portray for the new single.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I wanted to release this one first because, like, although it's not like big, like, whoa, here's a new fucking song, da 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 da. But I really rate the integrity of it, kind of just sitting in its own little world. So I made it with my friend Benji, who is an amazing producer. This guy's so good at music. Oh my God, it's like you go into he's converted his like garage into his studio, and then you go in there.
Oh, mad!
And then the amount of music that this guy makes, where it's all of it bangs. All of it.
Really?
I'm just in constant admiration of this man. But yeah, it was just kind of born, I think it might have been our first session. And obviously I'm very yama, and we just end up talking and talking and talking. And like A Little Hope is very reflective of where I was kind of at the time. I don't really agree with the attitudes it kind of preaches. It revolves in this kind of like happy stagnancy, kind of like living in your own brain, very happy to live in that like numb state, which I feel like everyone is kind of aware of that feeling where it's like it's painful, but because you know it, it's comfortable, so you want to stay in it.
Get you.
When in reality it's just like, yo, if you go and like look outside, go do something, like go follow what you want to do.
Look outside your window and you'll be inspired. Yeah,
exactly. And then life gets better, but sometimes it's really easy to just revel in that kind of that stagnancy. So it's kind of about that, and I appreciate and I rate myself, man, because it's like it's not necessarily like a good quality to like push, but it's a very like genuine like part of my life that for a little bit. So I respect it, which is nice.
And it's also like you said, you haven't released music in a long time. So this is, in a way, it's not your debut, but it feels like a debut because you've been away so long. So now you're here, and it's beautiful to see something so organic from you and something really humble as well. Like, I feel like the track itself is just very raw. It's very intimate in a way because you're literally just there with your guitar and just singing to whoever wants to listen and whoever like grasps that kind of connection.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's really what we were going for. Like
Love
that
it.
super insular vocal. Like, it's definitely, I wouldn't say it's synonymous with like all the other music I make. But like, I really like, that was the main thing. I think especially when like I have the freedom to release kind of what I want, because I just make all my stuff. It's like, so certain songs can push different things. So this one, it's like I want super vulnerable, super insular vocals, like overly saturated song to make it feel so crispy, crunchy and warm. Like, we recorded all the percussion just by like, we had a percussion box and we put our hands in the percussion box. But like nothing really like rhythmic, but just way more, almost like using elements of Foley to kind of inhibit and inform a song. Not inhibit, inform a song. But yeah, it's good. And no, I really appreciate that. Yeah, it is. I think it just took me a long time to get to a point that I think there's an imaginary threshold as an artist where it's like, okay, that is good enough. Like that, there's like an imaginary line where you can keep going and going and going and lose yourself in the work, but there is a line where you're like, yo, you know what, that's cool now. And I feel like it took me a long time and a lot of work to get to that point, but yeah, we're doing it now. So now it's just like releasing and chasing your soul, you know, just whatever you want to do.
That's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Tell us really, well, I don't know if you can tell us briefly. However, you had a lot to say about the artwork that came into, because you're a designer. So that's why I said like the theme of today is like design, illustration, because I know you create your own artwork for the single as well as anything. Karina. I do. Stop it. It's not about me. But like, no, tell us a little bit about that, because you kind of added a bit of a segment on your Instagram about, you know, what you wanted to portray, but obviously the listeners want to know as well. Yeah. And it's not just an Instagram thing, you know, it's a world domination thing. No,
yeah, facts. World domination. Yeah, here we go. I do a lot of illustration, and I always kind of, with every kind of bit of work that you do, you want to indulge and push the narrative. And so like it was kind of born out of like a previous frame by frame kind of animation project that I did, and then I went crazy and like I didn't finish that because, oh my god, why does frame by frame animation take so fucking long? Holy shit.
Oh my god, I can literally just imagine the frustration. Like I feel you.
And it's not creative. There's no creativity. You're just rinsing and rinsing and rinsing, and it's not fun. And then it's just me. I don't have like a team, so then my brain's not gonna like make me feel nice all the time, you know. But anyway, so I took the assets of that, and I really wanted just to build a piece that was only made of this things like head. So the whole piece is kind of like just built off either the line drawing of him and then kind of using like some rudimentary forms of like negative space to kind of give it some nice framing. But yeah, I love the piece because it looks like, I think I said it on Instagram, it looks very like onomatopoeic, which isn't a word you usually use for like art, but it looks like it's just going and all the air and all the like final breath is coming out of him, and it's like there's
it's
a moment
useful and like going into kind of older, like that sort of established, like you say, it's like sucking out the usefulness of it.
Sucking out, it's like I think there's an interesting it's like the moment before change or the moment before action is really interesting, and like the piece is like it's the moment before his like almost last breath. So it's like that final, and I know it's not a choice, but it's that final moment of choice to either, is he gonna move, is he gonna go move on, or will he just exhale and shrivel up into a little point? And I like that.
Love that. Yeah. I love that so much.
I like how you said, I'm not sure if you can do a little explanation. That's so jokes, Karina. Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. I was like, I don't know whether you can say a little explanation, but I feel like it was very in depth. So I feel like the people needed to hear that as well.
I appreciate it. No, I will talk about my art endlessly to anyone who listens. So, yep.
And we're here to listen to it as well. Yeah, I mean, that is so beautiful, and I like it. I like what you said, like it just shrivels into a prune.
Yeah,
and I love that.
I think everyone can kind of relate to that shriveled, like husk-esque feeling where it's just like almost just used up. It's like, it's really peak, to be honest. It's quite deep, you know.
Yeah, it is really deep.
I don't know. You got to talk about this stuff, don't you?
Of course. Yeah. Of course. So in terms of like, we're going to do some exclusives on the air, by the way. I just wanted to let everyone know because everyone needs to keep their, browsers on lock. But in terms of like the progression of, like you said, new music, you're constantly writing, you're going to be releasing every 6 months or every
6 weeks.
6 weeks, sorry. Every 6 weeks.
That's the plan.
This is the plan. What sort of like, compared to your old sound, which I feel like it's developed a lot to the new project, do you feel like you're going to be visiting different genres that you have never visited before? And could you possibly entitle us and let us know like what sort of stuff you're going to go into?
That's so jokes. What good question. Me and Soul Paradise are we really want to make music like Steely Dan. So to be fair, some of the songs that we've written are like some of the best songs I've ever written in my life. And we're probably pushing that Steely Dan thing. But then equally, some stuff me and Ben, like that's a great thing about Benji, man. Because this guy's so good at music. Really opens the door for your brain, and it kind of like, it gets rid of that little bit of pride where it's like, no, I want to make make this kind of music. It's like, nah, just do fucking anything. This music is fun. So with Benji, we've been delving into more elements of like garage and kind of more like indie, like kind of that kind of music, which I've never done before. I don't listen to it. I don't do it, but it's so much fucking fun to do. Even like more like housey stuff, but for my own work, I think I don't know, like I've been working a lot on like my vocals, working a lot on my voice, doing a lot more kind of like live playing, live gigs, and I don't really know what kind of genre it really fits into this stuff. I just want to make good music. That's all I want. Like, just want the art to be like really, really sick. Yeah. And I don't really know what form it's kind of taking. But yeah, if this one feels more like alternative, singer-songwritery, soul-y, whatever, then I'd say the other ones are a lot more kind of, a lot more produced, a lot more elements going on. And yeah, like, yeah, it's fun, man. I don't really know. That's what you kind of threw me with that question, you know.
Sorry, I'm really sorry. I just want to pick your brain out. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, cheers. Yeah.
Because I think you haven't, like, I think what's amazing about being creative, and especially yourself in terms of like you also design. So I guess with design work, it could influence your music. I don't know whether it does, but like it tells a story, and then it just, when you design and you create music, like your head's just like, whoa, like it's just all over the place, but in a good way, not in like an overbearing way. Yeah. Because you're constantly bouncing off of things.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
I think the principles of all these things are the same. Like, I taught myself how to do music by knowing how to do art. It's just the same principles. And that's the same stuff as like acting, same stuff as just being a person. It's like, if you're a honest, genuine person in your life, then you make honest and genuine music, and you got to make honest and genuine music.
Obviously.
You're not like just for a life.
What's the point you doing music
sadness, you know what I mean? So all the principles of these things are the same, and yeah, you can boil it all down. I think, and a big thing for me is like really removing that kind of stigma for people and getting people to, well, we need more people doing art, more people doing music. If you can draw, if you can sing, then that also means that you can do all the other art forms. Just never say no to the stuff.
I agree. I like that. I'm so glad that this conversation is brewing so well. I love it. Let's go into a bit of music just to kind of break out the talk and the music. Yes, talk to us a little bit about some of the influences that you have plugged, and we'll get a track on of your choice.
Can we?
I know there's a lot.
Yeah, can we play? We'll play Lorelei. So this is such a beautiful. So because it's Valentine's Day, little theme of love. Little theme. This is by Mercy, and the gentleman singing on this song is a lovely man called Kojo DeGraff Johnson.
Yes.
And he's a good friend of mine. And
no way.
It's such a beautiful memory for me. He came, so I was with my ex and him at like my ex's old flat, and he came back after this session. Wow. And we heard the first demo of this song. And oh my God, like it was the first time I'd really heard like Kojo's music that he'd written, that he'd done. And like jumping around that room and just being like, the joy and the love was, it's one of my like best memories ever. So yeah, Lorelei, it means so much to me, and it's fucking bangs. I've rinsed this song.
It's such a great track.
I've rinsed the song when it was in my notes. The demo has been rinsed, and now it's on Spotify, and I don't need to keep like rewinding it. I can just play it on repeat. It's the best. So yeah, big love to Kojo, always. Biscay.
Because like last week we had Jamie Stew. He also like played one of his songs, and I was just like, oh my God,
he's the best. He's the GOAT. If you haven't seen, you need to go see him live.
I've seen him.
You've seen him
yeah,
play?
I saw him.
Okay.
Well, I didn't see him do his own thing, but I've seen him do BVs for Ego LMA.
Yeah,
and I was like,
his voice.
It's like butter.
Yeah,
it literally is butter.
But he's a proper artist. The guy really
incredible.
Like he's a curator of his art form. He genuinely cares about this stuff. The choices that he's making when he's singing. This is not someone who's like just relying on muscle memory. This is someone who is an artist who is present with his work.
I agree.
It's phenomenal.
Shall we play it?
Please.
Okay.
Yeah, in the theme of love, that sums up love for me. That's what I need to say on that song. But the song before, Tell Him, is
tell us.
That means so much to me as well, because that's very much about. I've been through some really weird and horrible times in my life, Karina.
Oh no!
And like having music can really like help you, can really speak to you. And
it really can.
Even though like I'm sure Lauryn Hill is singing about someone or something like this, for me, Tell Him was like yo, Matt, you need to find your inner child, your inner self, and kind of like look after him, and like everything's gonna be okay. That's kind of what she's constantly saying. It's like such a comforting thing. So in the theme of love, it's definitely self-love for me from that song, which is really nice.
Yeah. I kind of want to backtrack just a little bit, just because since talking to you in October, you had your headline with Soul Paradise.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and then you performed with him. And I just wanted to ask how it went. And it looked really cute, and like everyone was just in love. Like, I know, like Jonah's like your like partner in crime in a way.
I love Jonah so much.
Yeah.
I love that man. That man means so much to me. Yeah, he's
musically, mentally, buddy, like he's just amazing.
He's just a really, really good man. Very caring. The way that he cares for the people in his life is wonderful. He deserves all the adulation and everything that's happening to him, because he's so talented. And yeah, the show was really good. They've got, actually, I'm not sure if he's announced it, but
can you?
Yeah, I don't know. But on the 27th of March, there's gonna be, I feel like there'll be a big show, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Maybe it's in the hemisphere, I don't know.
But Soul Paradise shows are fucking lit.
They're incredible.
So good, man. And this guy is like fully like coming into like full stride when he's performing now. Like,
I feel like really not that he's not known his sound for a while, but like he's really honing in.
It's just
on what.
It's like we were talking about before the show. It's like you need to. Like it's almost like the world around you sees who you are, but it's you realizing who you are.
Yeah.
And like I kind of think he's starting to do that, and I'm so gassed for it. I'm so grateful to bear witness to it.
I'm loving that. So as for the new project that's coming up, what are we to expect on the next one? Yes, for yourself.
For myself. Well, so I have one song that I got mastered, but like I don't really like. It's cool, but it's more of like a exploration into production using like atmospheric kind of foley to inform songwriting, which is cool. But also like I don't really want to release it. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
I just don't want to release it next. I feel like it's almost like an album song, personally.
Okay, so it's one that you can add to the album to make it the number, but it's not one of those that you want to release.
Yeah, but then also part of me is like when people really like it, and like I don't know, maybe I've had it. It's one of those songs that is really old as well, so I'm not too sure.
Oh.
But I've got another song, or I've got maybe like 3 or 4 songs that I'm like playing around with. There's one song that I'm re-recording. Actually was re-recording it yesterday, and I'll go to the studio. I think the studio is free later today, so I'll go there later, and I'll fucking do some guitar and vocals on it, and then I want to release that one because I think that one will be fucking sick. So yeah, I kind of whatever I'm working on right now today is probably going to be out in like 6 weeks, because I want to ride that excitement, adrenaline, Duracell bunny energy wave. I
love that description, the Duracell bunny. I love it. I mean, if you're ready,
I think so. Yeah, I can let me try plugging this up a little.
We're basically just testing the waters, guys, because we're really, really excited that Mopher's going to serenade us in the theme of love. Yeah, I don't know if people have heard this. Have people heard?
So I'm doing a lot. Let's turn all that reverb up.
Oh, we love the reverb.
And he's in the middle of a cave from nowhere. Yeah, so I'm doing a lot more shows. I never really used to play live. Stage fright was a real big thing for me, and it took me literal years and years of practice to get over it, which sounds relatively pathetic, but that was how it took me fucking ages. But now I'm kind of just like trying to get the hours in, doing as many kind of gig shows that I can. So if you come to any gigs and shows, then you will know, probably have heard this song. So I don't actually have a name for it.
Okay.
Which my friends beef. They're like, Matt, don't say that you don't have names for your songs.
I think that's really good.
I think it's sick. I think it's a genuine artistic process.
Yeah.
I think there are some songs that you play live, some songs that you just never finish, some songs that are just 20 seconds long and they fucking bang and just rinse it over and over and over again but never see the light of day.
Yeah.
And so yeah, this song doesn't have a name. It is using my mate Ollie's Gino in the Park shout out, his chords.
Okay.
I can't steal the chords, man.
Okay.
I can't steal the chords because they're his chords.
Good musician, that one. Well done, you for calling that.
But he's like a self-taught guitarist, and he's got a relatively like unique way of phrasing his chords. So I had a session with him, and like we started using these chords for another song, and then I went home and then wrote another song with the exact same chords because I couldn't get enough of them.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, when you're ready, please serenade us on this Valentine's Day. The Juice presents.
So yeah, this is a song with no name. It's about a very lonely man, I think.
I'm looking at the sky, babe. This kind of heaven sky. I'm waiting here, waiting all these years, just passing time away. What would you say if you saw me here, just passing time away? 'Cause I'd stay here all these years, just like we used to say. When you would call me baby and say you love me, how I'd die for you to come and save me by saying you love me for all my life. Will you just come beside me and hold my body as we lie? Or when you come and save me by saying you love me for all my life. And then we're both surprised, babe. This moon, she shines so bright, not in the clear, over mist we feel, just in permanent display. Now what would you say, or would you leave and place your message in the sky? Now don't you fear, 'cause I'm always here, just in your chest inside. When you would call me baby and say you love me, how I die. When you come and save me by saying you love me for all my life. Now would you just come beside me and hold my body as we lie? When you come and save me by saying you love me for all my life. Would you come and save me by saying you love me? Just say you love me, 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 just say you love me tonight for my life.
That was so nice.
Thank you. Cheers.
Oh, the reverb.
Oh, the reverb's back on. Wait, I'll plug the mic back in normal.
But that was so beautiful. Thank you so much for that. That's stunning.
No worries. Yeah, cheers.
Are we back in now?
We're back in. Jeez, that was a whole switch. I didn't think the switch on would work, but yeah.
It did.
Yeah, thank you for letting me indulge in my reverb.
No, please. I really love
cheers,
that.
Thank you. It's cool. I think it speaks of an interesting place. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. And like you say, I think, I don't know why your mates might complain and be like, oh, why have you not called it? Don't tell people that you haven't called this like a name of a song.
Yeah.
But I think that's quite endearing and that's just really lovely. Like,
Yeah.
it's a song in kind of like open. It's open.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's also like, what's important, the name of the song or like the fucking music? You know what I mean? So I think about the name when it comes to, if I ever release it, then I think about the name.
Then you think
know
of
what I mean?
it.
But it's like, it way more, like the images that it propagates are way more interesting than.
Yeah.
I don't really want to like set the tone with a name. It's like I want that exploration to kind of happen individually when listening to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just want to quickly note, because you've got a gig tonight.
Oh yes.
So we want to plug that.
Karina.
Yeah, you know.
Yes.
I make my research. You know.
Sick. Yeah, I've got a gig tonight. Amersham Arms. I'm like opening for a bunch of people.
You put the wrong time on, and then now you put the right time on.
I'm just not good at logistics. The whole admin stuff, I'm not good at. Yeah, but I'm on at 7. I think I'm on at 7. Yeah, I think I said 7:30, but I'm on at 7. So if you come at 7:30, you will miss it. Completely, the whole thing will be missed. But yeah, if you want to be serenaded, if you're single, if you have a little date night with someone, I don't know, come through.
You're the perfect vibes to bring that kind of atmospheric order.
Exactly. You can watch me try not to cry on stage.
No,
that's the goal.
Let's not do that.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
That's going to be amazing. Can you entice us of what to expect, or is it just like all surprise?
No, yeah, just me playing a load of songs, loads of unreleases.
Oh my god, exciting!
Yeah, like I've got so much music. I made a couple of covers, or like pseudo covers, where it's like I feel like if the artists heard me cover their songs, they'd be like, why is this guy singing like one of the lines correctly and then all the other
everything
words
else
are like,
is wrong?
It's just kind of like relative. I'm free with it, you know what I mean? It's like the collage effect, but with music. So yeah, a couple of covers, but mainly like my own stuff, loads of unreleases. Imagine like kind of jazz harmony meets my little voice that sounds like a girl sometimes.
I love it so much. I can't believe it. The time has literally flown, and I've loved our conversation. I've loved talking about the new project. I think like there's so much to talk about, but it's just mad. But hopefully, I mean, we might do an extended edition. I don't know. Whenever you're ready, like we'll come through.
I'm always down. It's such a nice way to start a morning, being on Voices.
Isn't it just like it's just so nice vibes?
And the gals before was so jokes.
I know. Big shout out to Hans and Roses, because they literally brought out some good vibes.
Bants on bants on bants. Yes.
That's just amazing. You've been amazing. Thank you so much for coming through. Could you plug us your handles and where we can find you?
Oh, yes, you're so good. I always forget this shit, man. Yeah, just find me on Instagram. So my name's Mopher, but on Instagram it's like MOOOPH.
Mopher.
Yeah, exactly. Just like try and cause absolute confusion at all times. So yeah, follow me on there. I think we're nearly on like 1,000 followers on Spotify.
Mad!
So,
Congratulations.
A couple of people could do a little follow on Spotify. That'd be good. Have a listen to the single, A Little Hope. Keep streaming, keep sharing, keep doing all the little bits. I'm trying to do more TikTok stuff, but like do I want people to like follow my very bait I know
the TikTok stuff? It's hard because it's hard because you either be like, bait, I'm just gonna create so people can follow you, or you just create it as a portfolio. Yeah,
it's about genuinely documenting your life, I think, and just like never really deepen it too much. I'm like, to be fair, Jonah Soul Paradise got an amazing attitude towards it. It's just like, if one new person listens to a video and you get one new fan, you pay great money to have a new fan every time. And if all you need to do is just do a little video of you practicing, done. Absolutely. So that's the attitude for TikTok to not ruin my brain. Yeah.
Is that your 2024 thing as well?
Yeah.
Just capturing good vibes.
The theme of Matt, just like be healthy. Like, let's chase your dreams, man. Just do it in a healthy way.
In a healthy way.
Moderation across the nation. Moderation is the theme of the game. I bought a packet of Percy Pigs and I haven't even eaten them. Oh no, my mum gave me a packet of Percy Pigs, and I haven't eaten them. I've had them for 3 days in my room. I haven't even touched them. I had a packet of Monster Munch the other day, and then I had half one day and then half the next day, which I never ever do. I'm like, if I buy a packet of biscuits, I eat all the biscuits.
How have you not done that? Like Percy Pigs of all things.
Do you know what? Well, to be fair, I feel like I haven't opened the packet, so as soon as I open the packet,
then they're all gone.
It's going to descend.
Okay.
But if I could like have 2 every day, if I could be like one of those gals who does that'd be sick.
I like that. I like that. Matt, you've been amazing. Thank you so much. And I hope everyone else will, gravitate and, follow the new single and follow this musical journey that you're on, because I'm really excited to see what 2024 unfolds for you.
Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. I had a lovely time, Karina.
Thanks. What track shall we end on? We've got so many.
Can we end on International Players Anthem?
Of course.
Absolute good vibe.
Tell us a bit about that one.
This is so my life's crazy, and I fluctuate between being so broke and also being so broke. So like I used this song when I had a couple of days where I went to every single shop on Brick Lane trying to look for a job, and obviously that's a grueling process. So I would have this song and
Be your motivation song?
This song and One Night Standing by Leon Bridges, because it was so jokes just to be like, go up to a counter and be like, hey, do you need anyone to work here? They're like, no. And then to instantly just press play on I'm One Night Standing. And it was making me crease so much. So yeah, International Players Anthem for Matt's love of the present life. That's the theme with love.
I love that.
So indulge in the moment, I think. Yeah.
I'm so here for this energy. Thank you so much. Let's play it.
So I typed a text to a girl I used to see, saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I want to be.